Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Cleveland, Ohio, where we're continuing down the road to Money in the Bank. Our superstars will have to do whatever it takes to get themselves ready in case their name gets called for either the championship or Money in the Bank matches. Can Akechi continue his reign of dominance over the men's cruiserweight division, or will Shinjiro finally give him a loss? Find out tonight on this exhilarating edition of Jayromoda. And starting off our evening, introducing first, it is a man whose the only thing he's known as of late is struggling.
Making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 195 pounds, the Cyborg, the Ninja, Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden hasn't been doing particularly well as of late. Bit uncharacteristic, honestly. Like, he's had so many close matches, but they just haven't gone his way. Hopefully tonight, that changes. And his opponent. It is the Ultimate Assassin and your former Men's Universal Champion,
Weighing in at 187 pounds, the Assassin, AK-47.
It is Agent 47. And this is 2 weeks in a row that 47 is starting off the night. I just realized that. Raiden, 47, staring each other down. And referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle, with Raiden immediately beginning with the right hand, but 47 catching that. And a rolling suplex. Going for the immediate pin. There's one. Raiden kicks out. Raiden back up to his feet. And 47 with a single shoulder backbreaker. Raiden with the reversal, though. Sending 47 for a pullback, jumping facebuster. Rolling him onto his back again, and pulling on the arm. And looking for the People's Moonsault. Connects. And a nice shotgun drop kick. Didn't think that he had the range, but he did. Walking 47 over to the Western ropes. And just working on the arm. 47, the reversal. The rolling back elbow. Rolling Raiden onto his side and a kick right to the spine. Rolling elbow drop right into the outside. 47 following him, but Raiden with with a suplex on the outside. And looking for another suplex, but 47 fighting his way out. Forcing Raiden back up to his feet, and 47 just tossing him to the side before re-entering the ring. Stone cold, cold and calculated, 47. As Raiden sending him face first into the turnbuckle, knocking him off the top rope. The pullback, 47 with a reversal, but Raiden with a backflip. And the spinning heel kick. Standing shooting star press right into the pin, there's one. And 47 kicks out right before the 2 count. Split leg gutbuster. And Raiden with the arm breaker. Head scissor elbow. .47 getting his arms up in time, blocking that kick. And a rolling suplex. Both men to their feet, staring each other down. And Raiden fighting his way out of the grapple. There's the Pele kick. And a right elbow sending 47 back down, forcing him back up to his feet. And a high kick. Raiden not going for the pin, instead continuing the offense. But 47 again, the reversal. Forcing Raiden back up again. Irish whip. Diving underneath. Diving underneath again. Back elbow. And now, looking for the silent assassin. Looking to win this thing via submission. It's locked in, but Raiden fights his way out. .47 the gut kick. And now looking for the silent rest. Raiden struggling, and 47 letting go. Another sleeper hold headlock. Trying to fight his way out, Raiden with the knees. And sending 47 over the top rope. Telling him to get out of here. Corkscrew moonsault connects. And again, the kicks right to the spine. Arm breaker and a standing shooting star press. And again connects. 3 count, 47 kicking Raiden off of him. There's 4. And 47 just sending Raiden into the barricade. There's 5. They need to be careful now. Raiden fighting his way down. There's 6. 47 with the suplex. There's 7. 47 heading his way back into the ring. There's 8. Raiden needs to be really careful here. I'm not even sure he's aware of the count. There's 9. And Raiden unable to get his bearings in time. And 47 playing that perfectly. And a win by countout. Not entirely what I had anticipated. But I don't know, 47, he'll take the wins as they come. And he's looking to face off against Niijima after Jin, looking to face off against Jin to reclaim the championship belt. And for a second matchup of the evening, introducing first, representing the Diamonds, it is Makoto, the Queen, Niijima.
Tokyo, Japan. The Queen.
And her opponent, representing Torna, it is Lora.
The Acolytes from Pandoria. Glory.
Both women warming themselves up, staring each other down. Referee rings the bell as they meet in the middle. Makoto immediately beginning with a blitz combo. Knee right to the temple. And the ground and pound finding its way through Lora's guard. And again, slipping the right hands through the guard. And once more, Lora unable to put up a defense. Makoto with the wrist clutch, knee smash. And Lora rolling back up to her feet. Walking Makoto over to the eastern ropes. And a top rope arm drag. Rolling Makoto onto her back. But Queen back up to her feet, sending Lora back into the corner. And a clothesline going for the pin. There's one. Lora kicks out. Makoto the stomps to the chest. And heading up top. Diving foot stomp. And now a springboard moonsault connects. Wrist clutch, knee to the face, looking for the stomp. Lora rolling out of the way. The Irish whip, nope, never mind the pullback. Elbow, but Makoto rolling out of the way of that senton. Picking Lora up and just dropping her against the top ropes. And again, the ground and pound finding its mark. Another middle rope springboard Moonsault connects and the pin, and again Lora only kicks out at only one. Makoto with the fist of justice. Heading into the corner looking for another fist of justice. And the pin, there's one, there's two. Lora gets her shoulder up just in time. Makoto with the knees to the thigh. And again, Lora unable to find an answer for the ground and pound. Makoto taunting her from the corner. Lora to the apron and getting her knees up just in time. I thought she was going to be sent out to the outside. Pull back elbow, going for the pin. Looking to not confuse Makoto, but catch her a little bit off guard. Makoto only the 1 count though. Clothesline and the pin. There's 2, and Lora again kicks out. Makoto still in firm control of this match. Knee to the chest. And again, going back to the old faithful. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Lora the reversal. And I think that was a reverse bulldog. Into a monkey flip. Makoto catching a lot of air. Lora sending her back down. Makoto to the outside. Lora lining up. The suicide crossbody splash, and that connects. Rolling neck breaker. Kick to the thigh. And a handstand crossbody. There's a 4 count. Lora successfully sending Makoto back into the ring, climbing in at the count of 5, and going for the pin out of nowhere. There's 1. There's 2. Makoto kicks out. Kick to the chest. And a 360 back suplex. There's 2. Makoto kicks out just in time. Or 360. I have no idea. Honestly, no idea what that's called. Pop up. Knee. Kick to the back of the head. Also called an enzigiri. Diving knee strike from Makoto. Springboard moonsault connects. Forcing Lora back up to her feet. And another step-up Superman punch. Step-up fist of justice. Going for the pin. There's 1, there's 2, and Lora is not kicking out of this one. And Makoto. Unsurprising considering the immense offense that she was putting up. And a very decisive victory. It was a little bit close, but not as close as it looked. And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is Pandoria. And her opponent, it is the ultimate swimmer, Aoi Asahina. Referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle. Hina immediately with the grapple, but Pandoria the reverse on the high kick in the corner. Hina back up to her feet though. Looking for the knee. Pandoria catching that and just sending Hina down with that standing Russian leg sweep. Now Pandy to the top rope, staring Hina down. Flying DDT connects. And a monkey flip arm drag. Picking Hina back up to her feet. But Hina catching that with a judo flip takedown. And a frog splash connects. Pandoria rolling to the outside. Hina with a crossbody splash. And another frog splash connects. Now the count begins. And a stump leg puller, there's two. And just sending Pandoria into the barricade. Knee to the face, there's four. Pandoria catching that kick. And an elbow. There's five. Sending Hina right into the ring post, there's six. Hina kicking Pandy off of her. There's seven. They really need to be careful now. There's eight. Pandoria back into the ring. Hina following her. And the match continues. And Hina accidentally hitting the referee in the gut while going for Pandoria. But a neck breaker connects. Referee with a slow count. Pandoria kicking out at zero, standing moonsault connects, and now Hina to the top rope. And a corkscrew arm drag. Hina going for the pin, Pandoria kicks out. And Pandoria again kicking Hina off of her. Looking to regain control of the offense. Punch to the back of the head. Hina the reversal though. Looking for the signature, but Pandoria with the reversal. And the backflip backbreaker. There's two. Hina kicks out. I really need to learn the names of these moves. Pandoria up top. Turning around. Looking for the top rope moonsault, but Hina rolling out of the way. Springboard corkscrew tackle connects. And a spear after sending Pandoria into the corner. And a stomp right to the core crystal. Hina rolling Pandoria, but Pandoria kicking her off again. Picking her up, and a backbreaker. into the arm breaker. And a standing moonsault going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Hina kicks out with authority. Hina crawling up the ropes. Pandoria pulling her away and just sending her neck first into the top rope. Split leg. Stomp to the gut. Pandoria now heading up top. High risk, high reward. She missed one move from up top, but not this time. Diving elbow drop connects. There's one. There's two. Hina kicks out. Knee strike. Pandoria via springboard 540 moonsault. And now taunting her from the corner with like 2 feet away. Pandoria heading up top. Looking for another frog splash, but Hina rolls out of the way again. Rolling Pandoria onto her back, going for the pin, taking advantage of the miss. But Pandoria kicks out. The clotheslines connect. The trip. And another pin attempt. There's one. Pandoria kicks out. The strong Irish whip. The arm drag. Another Irish whip. Looking for the spinning heel kick. Pandoria running out of the way. And a nice duck underneath that enziguri. Kick right to the chest. And this really just turned into an Irish whip fest. Pandoria. The moonsault, and again Hina rolls out of the way. Hina with a flying Superman punch. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Pandoria gets her shoulder up. Hina, the triple rope moonsault. And the pin. There's one. There's two. And Pandoria again kicks out. Corkscrew tackle missed. Pandoria sending Hina into the corner. A strong elbow sends her down. And the corner alley-oop powerbomb. Both women taking a few seconds to catch their breath. The moonsault connects. And the pin, there's one. There's two, and Hina kicks out. Stomp to the gut. Hammer punch to the back of the head. Pandoria, you're like 1 for 5 on the top rope. Okay, 2 for 6. Hina the reversal. The arm breaker. The pin. Maybe there's 2. No, Pandoria kicks out. You know, the springboard RKO. Lining up the finisher. Turning Pandoria around. Over the shoulders. Knee strike. And the pin. There's one. There's two. And finally, we have a winner. And that winner is Aoi Asahina. Oh, that was the match. That was a certified classic right there. And for our first tag team match of the evening, introducing first, it is Mikhail and Akos. It is Torna.
A tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 355 pounds, the Acolyte.
And their opponents. It is the Ultimate Brotherhood. Mondo Wada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 314 pounds, the Brotherhood.
Here we go, Mikhail and Taka in the ring. Referee rings the bell. And Taka immediately sending Mikhail into the corner, but Mikhail with a back elbow getting out of the way. Pushing Taka out of the way. Taka with a head scissor takedown. And sending him down, knee right to the bridge of the nose. Picking Mikhail back up. And a neck breaker connects. Elbow right to the jawline. And an elbow to the thigh. Tagging in Mondo. The two powerhouses in the ring now. Mikhail sending Mondo into the corner. The right hand connects. And a knife edge chop right across the chest. And the pin attempt. There's one and there's two. Mondo kicks out. Mondo getting out getting out of that. Trapping the arm. Handbreaker. And sending Mikhail back into the corner. Uppercut. Sending him just bouncing off of the turnbuckles. Mondo forcing Mikhail back up to his feet. Irish whip into the corner, tagging in Taka. The Irish whip and the double backbreaker. Or the double back body drop, excuse me. Taka forcing Mikhail back up to his feet. The Irish whip into the corner. And face first right into the turnbuckle. And again, tagging in Mondo. Uppercut to the gut. And the Ultimate Brotherhood doing a very good job of keeping Mikhail in the ring. Mikhail with an arm drag, stomp to the bicep, and now finally Akos in the ring. Mondo just stomping him down, picking Akos up and just tossing him over to the side. Akos with the reversal though. The ground and pound, the stomp. And again trapping the arm. And just stomping on the hand. Akos with a strong ground and pound again, stomp to the gut. Forcing Mondo back up to his feet. Toss into the corner, tagging in Mikhail. The Irish whip. And the double shoulder tackle. Mikhail forcing Mondo back up to his feet. The springboard double leg drop kick. And the pin. There's one. There's two. Mondo kicks out. Mikhail with the Irish whip and the corkscrew tackle. And a soccer ball kick right to the spine. A little bit out of breath, so tagging in Akos. Exactly what your partner is there for. Akos catching Mondo mid-taunt. Looking for the arm drag, but Mondo turning that around with a reversal. Irish whip into the corner. And just dragging Akos' face against the top rope. And Mondo just taunting on him. Akos back up to his feet. Mondo immediately catching him and sending him back down with that knee. Irish whip into the corner. And a stomp right to the sternum. Forcing him back up to his feet again. Snap suplex connects. And the pin. There's one. Akos kicks out. Taka with a neck drag, I guess that would be from the corner. Akos with a desperado tag, sending Mikhail back into the ring. Mikhail with the Irish whip, jumping over Taka, diving underneath, flying forearm, and the pin. There's one. There's two. Taka kicks out. Elbow sending him back down. And Mikhail tagging in Akos. Probably not the smartest idea. I'm not sure how much Akos was able to recover. And the crossroad, or not quite the crossroads, a rolling neck breaker. Sending Akos into the corner. But Akos with a strong left hand getting himself out. Picking Taka up and just walking him over to a neutral corner, bouncing him off the turnbuckle, tossing him to the side. And just stomping on the hand. Forcing Taka up into the corner. Mikhail with a headbutt right to the kidney. And Akos tagging in Mikhail. Desperado tag Mondo back into the ring. Springboard looking for the bulldog. I guess that connects. Catching the signature, sending Mondo back into the corner. Right hand. Akos tagged in again. The flying clothesline. Mondo the reversal though, sending Akos back into the Ultimate Brotherhood's corner. Akos again the reversal. The duck underneath. And the neck breaker, going for the pin. Taka's in to break that up. Akos sending Mondo back into the corner, but Mondo getting his knee up, sending Akos into the corner, now looking to knock Mikhail off the apron, preventing any shenanigans. Springboard. Again, kind of sort of connects. But Desperado tag sends Taka back into the ring. Akos with the pin. There's one. There's two. Taka kicks out. Sending Taka over the top rope, and a stunner knocks him off. And now tagging in Mikhail. Mikhail knocking Mondo off the apron. Taka in at the count of 3. Mikhail rolling underneath that crossbody, or that knife edge chop. Taka with the reversal right back. Mikhail sending Taka right back into the corner. Grand headlock uppercut. And a backbreaker. Again forcing Taka back up to his feet. Kick to the chest. Snap DDT. Mikhail's not done though. Into the corner. Tagging in his partner. Uppercut right to the stomach. And now Akos in control. Backbreaker. Springboard senton. And again, just sending Taka into their corner. Stomp to the gut. And just a corner foot choke. Forcing Taka back up to his feet. And again sending him into the corner, tagging in Mikhail. Flying clothesline again connects. Mikhail, a little shimmy, going for the pin. Mondo breaks it up and accidentally knocks the referee down in the process. I wonder how much that will affect the dynamic of this match. Mikhail in the corner. Looking for the stomp, but Taka turning that around. And fighting just right on top of the referee. Mondo tagged in and somehow the referee saw that. And the referee again getting sent down, this time by Akos. I have no idea how the referee saw that tag, honestly. Mondo picking Mikhail up to his feet. Irish whip into the corner, turning him around face first into the turnbuckle. The tag. Taka with the suplex. Referee still down, so a pin won't do anything. But here comes the referee. Taka with the trip. Rolling Mikhail onto his back, going for the pin. There's one. There's two, and the Ultimate Brotherhood do not put it away. Mikhail kicks out. Mondo back into the ring. Sending Mikhail into the corner, looking for the corner splash, but Mikhail turning that around. And now tagging Akos back into the ring. Torna had the momentum, but squandered it. Akos sending Mondo into the referee. Mondo sending Akos into the corner, but Akos turning that around, looking for the honor roll. And the pin. Taka's going to break that up. And again, knocking down the referee. Mondo back up to his feet, rolling out of the way. Sending Akos into the corner. And again, somehow the referee seeing that tag. Double back body drop. And Akos rolls to the outside. The recoil connects. And Taka not going for the pin, instead just continuing the offense. I don't understand the rationale behind that. Irish whip into the corner. Referee smartly getting out of the way. Taka, middle rope. Elbow drop connects right to the throat. And again, not going for the pin. Why aren't you going for the pin? Akos turning that around. Done with the nonsense, so tagging Mikhail back in. Head scissor toss from Taka. Irish whip sending Mikhail into the corner. Strong right hand. Picking him up. Mikhail forcing his way down. Springboard. Double leg drop kick. And there's the pin. There's one. There's two. Taka kicks out. Mikhail sending Mondo off the apron. Heading back in. Flying forearm. And another pin attempt. There's one. There's two, and Taka does not kick out. And finally, Torna gets it done.
Here are your winners, the Acolytes.
And I really don't understand what Taka was doing there. Why was he not going for the pin? I have no idea. And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is the Diamonds.
Tag team match set
on to Kamaki and Haru Ukumura. And their opponents. It is your women's tag team champions, the Double Edge Blades. Here you go, referee rings the bell. Mithra and On meeting in the middle of the ring. And Panther with a single shoulder suplex. On with a baseball slide takedown. And back into the ring. Picking Mithra up. Mithra with a reversal, sending On into her own corner. And an elbow right to the chest. Now Mithra tagging in Pyra. And Pyra picking up On, sending her back into the corner. Uppercut to the stomach. Tossing her to the outside. And now Pyra with her favorite, the baseball slide dropkick. The baseball slide apron dropkick. Double leg dropkick right to the spine. Looking for the stomp. On getting out of the way. And a backbreaker. There's a 4 count. They really need to be careful. The referee is counting fast right now. There's 7. 8. There's 9. And Panther getting back into the ring just in time. That is the definition of dramatic. I'm sorry, like a 9.9 is a little too uncomfortable for me. I really don't like countouts. Pyra sending Panther into the Tree of Woe. And just stomping on the jaw. Pyra up top, Panther rolling to the outside, climbing back in as Pyra sets herself back down on the mat. Panther picking Pyra back up to her feet, kicking Pyra away, and a And a suplex. And a rolling neck breaker. And now Panther tagging in Haru. Noir with a stomp to the arm, forcing Pyra back up to her feet. And an Irish whip looking for the back elbow, Pyra catching that. A single shoulder suplex. Forcing Haru back up to her feet, and a double leg drop kick. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Panther breaks it up. Pyra forcing Haru back up to her feet. And just sending her head first into the ropes. Stomps to the face. And sending sending Haru into the corner. Mithra tagged in for the cross country drop kick. Haru somehow with the reversal. Sending Mithra back into the corner. And the corner clothesline connects. And now Panther tagged in. Irish whip and knee right to the gut. And sending Mithra back into their corner, trapping the leg. Stomp right to the thigh, or to the calf. But Mithra with an arm drag reversal, trapping the arm, stomps right to the hand. Heading over to her corner, and tagging in her sister. Pyra back into the ring now. And Pyra with a nice reversal. Punch to the top of the head. And a slap, sending Panther down. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Panther kicks out. Panther the reversal, sending Pyra back into the corner, pulling her away. And the Hangman. Haru the stomps to the chest. And forcing Pyra back up to her feet again. Sending her back into the Diamond's corner. And Panther back into the ring. The Irish whip. The back body drop. And Pyra with the tag, sending Mithra back into the ring, but Panther just a knee right to the spine and a rolling neck breaker, trapping the arm. Panther the right hands. And just tossing Mithra to the side. And Panther going for the pin. Pyra's gonna break that up. Looking for the stomp. Mithra rolling out of the way. The springboard double leg Pele kick connects. And avoiding the punch, the kick right to the gut. And the curb stomp. Going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Panther kicks out. Mithra tagging Pyro back in. Pyro rolling out of the way. Elbow to the spine. And looking for the standing submission, but Panther's easily going to fight her way out. Arm drag into the kick to the chest. And Panther tagging Haru back in. Pyro with a running clothesline. Sending Haru back up to her feet. Irish whip into the corner. Slap to the chest. Arm drag from the top rope. Haru rolling out to the apron. And just being sent to the outside. Haru back in. And a diving neck breaker with the pin. There's one. Mithra easily kicks out. Haru sending Mithra into the corner. The back elbows. And tagging on back in. Stomp to the face. Arm trapped. Headlock. Crossface going for the submission, but Pyro's going to break that up. Panther forcing Mithra back up to her feet. The Irish whip. And a cornerback breaker. Mithra trying to get back into the ring. But Panther's going to get in the way. Dragging Mithra away from the ropes. Forcing her up to her feet. Mithra with a dragon screw reversal. And tagging Pyro back in. Panther desperately crawling to the corner, and there's the hot tag. Haru picking up Pyro and just sending her backbreaker down. And again up to her feet. Haru with the double knee spine breaker. And instead of going for the pin, picking Pyro back up to her feet, sending her into the corner. And the right hand sending in Panther now. Leg breaker. And the pin. Here comes Mithra to break it up. Now if they can just keep Mithra out of the ring, they should have it. Big if though, knowing the AI in this game. Panther with another hangman. Sending in Haru now. Haru forcing Pyro back up. Into the corner. Pyro with a back elbow reversal. Irish whip. And Mithra's going to be tagged in, isn't she? Well, not quite. Not yet, at least. Pyra again sending Haru face first into the turnbuckle. Sending her away, tossing her out of the ring. And here we go, another baseball slide apron drop kick. Almost said draperin, which now I'm just imagining a wrestling ring with immense amount of drip. There's a 5 count. This could very easily end in a count out, potentially a double count out. Pyra back into the ring. Haru slow to her feet, but to her feet nonetheless. And back in. The shoulder tackle now. Haru just stepping on Pyra. And now stomp between the shoulders. Into the corner, tagging in Panther. Kick right to the gut. And now dragging Pyra to the northern ropes, turning her around. And a top rope choke. The suplex. Forcing Pyra back up to her feet again. Irish whip into the corner. Looking for another hangman. On, just go for the pin. Just go for the pin on. No, not the tag, the pin. Haru, just go for the pin. Pyra, the reversal. Go for the pin! Okay, back elbow reversal. Pyra with the reversal. Okay, Pyra's going for the pin now. There's one. Haru kicks out. Irish whip into the corner. I'm surprised Pyra hasn't tagged in Mithra. There it is. Another cross country. On. If you just went for the fucking pin, maybe, just maybe, the match would be over. But no. The AI has no idea how to go for a pin when they need it. Now, can the double-edged blades keep Panther out of the ring? My answer is going to be no. Or my guess is going to be no, because the AI is that poorly programmed. Haru sending Mithra back into the ring. Not heading back in right away. Now Haru's back in. Mithra with the Irish whip. Haru, of course, the reversal. And now sending Mithra into the corner. There's the back elbows. And a desperado tag. Pyra back into the ring now. Clothesline. Haru, go for the pin. Go for the pin, Haru. Haru, enough taunting. Go for the pin. I'm desperate. You can hear the desperation. Pyra the suplex. Of course, Haru the tag. Because why wouldn't? Why wouldn't she? Nobody knows how to fucking pin. That's my biggest gripe with these tag team matches, is that nobody understands that they can go for the pin after the illegal partner breaks up a pinfall. It's not that fucking difficult. It's your literal jobs. A third cross country. And now Mithra going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Haru breaks it up. And I just had deja vu. Seriously, I had a serious moment of deja vu there. A fucking course pirate or panther tags in Haru. "2K Sports, do you want these matches to end?" Haru going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Pirate into the ring, but not breaking up the pinfall. Referee counting out Pyra. Release suplex. Haru go for the pin. No, of course not. Haru, just go for the pin. Women's rights punch. There's the pin. There's one. There's two. And do you see what happens when you go for the pin?
Here are your winners, Diamond Mine.
And for our next matchup of the evening, hopefully with 10% or 10 times the amount of brain cells. Introducing first, it is the ultimate robot himself, K1B0. It is Kibo making his way to the ring with the ultimate inventor, Miu Iruma. And his opponent, it is Kanji Tatsumi, making his way to the ring with Risei Kujikawa.
143 pounds, Kanji.
Here we go, both men ready. Referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle. Kibo looking for the knife edge chop, but Kanji catching that, hanging Kibo over the top rope. and just sending him face first into the mat. And yeah, Mew, that facial expression was exactly my facial expression as well. Kanji picking Kibo up. Military press. Drop. And a running crossbody splash right into the pin. Kibo kicks out. And picking Kibo up to his feet. Kibo with an elbow, though. And a neck breaker. Kick right to the top of Kanji's head. A stomp to the forearm. Kanji with the reversal. And now Mew looking underneath the ring, picking up a kendo stick and just setting it to the side for later. Kanji, Irish whip sending Kibo over the top rope. And now Mew looking to play a little bit of a interference, but Kanji out of the ring, elbow drop. And Mew, look at Rise, she's just standing there. She's giving Kanji some words of advice, like fight. I don't know. Kanji sending Kibo face first into the apron. There's 5. Kibo picking Kanji up. And a neck breaker. There's 6. 7. There's 8. Both men into the ring. Sharp back elbow from Kibo. Springboard kick right to the gut. And Kibo sending Kanji for an Irish whip into the 180 suplex. The roll up, there's 1, there's 2, Kanji kicks out. Now Kibo in the corner looking for the spear, but Kanji getting his knee up just in time. There's 1. And Mew taking the padding off of the turnbuckle. Kanji lining up the finisher. Over the shoulders. But Kibo fights his way down. Now looking for the People's Moonsault. Connects. And a standing shooting star press also finds its mark. Kibo forcing Kanji up to his feet. Kick to the chest. And a gut buster. Now heading to the corner. Heading up top. Kibo turning around. Flying moonsault connects. And a soccer ball kick right to the spine. Kibo with a moonsault but missed. And Kanji the elbow drop. I'm just keeping my eye on that corner, that exposed steel. And now the referee noticing. Mew telling the audience to stop cheering for Kanji, as Kanji just continues to waylay on Kibo. Is that even a word? I don't know. It is now. Kanji forcing Kibo up, kick to the chest, and just tossing him to this corner. Going for the pin. There's 1. There's 2, and Kanji picks up the win.
Here is your winner, Kanji.
Despite Mew's best efforts, Kibo not aggressive enough, not using her tricks? And Kanji with a massive win. And for a penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is your former Universal Champion, Samus Aran.
Making her way to the ring from out of this world, Samus Aran.
Samus on a bit of a cold streak right now, and looking to heat up before Money in the Bank. And her opponent, it is the ultimate despair. Some would even call her the Queen of Despair. It is Junko Enoshima. Referee rings the bell. Samus immediately running towards Junko and sending her down with that spear. That's the kind of intro, that's the kind of opening I was expecting for more of these matches. Samus with the ground and pound. And it feels like my nose is bleeding right now. It's not, but I don't know. Just, yeah, it feels like it's bleeding. I don't know. Anyway, Samus with a headlock from behind, but Junko easily getting out. Samus sending Junko over the top rope, looking to punch her off. And Zagiri knocks her off. Samus heading to the outside. Trapping Junko's arm and just stomping it right into the ground. Another 1 count. And now Samus with a knee right to the face. Forcing Junko up to her feet. And just tossing her into the barricade. Samus back in. Telling Junko to get back into the ring. Samus up top. Referee at a 7. Make that 8. Top rope RK or top rope DDT. That will reset the count. And do immense damage to the Queen of Despair. Junko with the reversal. Sending Samus tumbling into the corner. And back in. Now Junko with the audacity to tell Samus to get back into the ring, and she does. Single shoulder suplex. And now a stomp right to the gut. And a hammer punch to the top of the head. Junko forcing Samus back up to her feet. The springboard right into the ass attack. I have no idea what else to call that other than the ass attack. Like, you saw that. Come on, guys, you saw that. Samus to the outside, Junko following her. And Samus picking Junko up and just sending her mouth first into the apron. And now the side palm strikes. The ground and pound on the outside continues. And Samus tossing Junko back in. Taunting on the outside. Samus, what are you doing? Get back in. Thank you. Samus with the pop-up Hurricane Rana. Punch to the between the shoulders. And now trapping Junko's arm. And going for the pin. There's one, there's two. Junko kicks out. Junko to the outside. Climbing back in. Sending Samus for an Irish whip. Double leg dropkick. Samus somehow just surviving that. Sending Junko for a run, diving underneath. But Junko turning that around with a clothesline. Forcing Samus up to her feet. And walking her over to the corner. Tossing Samus to the outside. Knee to the face. Junko, middle rope. And the guillotine neck breaker. That looked like an execution. Honestly, that should have been how that should have been how chapter chapter 3 ended. Instead of the fire truck. I mean, come on, it makes perfect sense. Honestly, that would be one hell of an execution. The guillotine and a fire, but the fire eating up the rope. Oh my, wow, that is dark. Anyway, enough about Danganronpa, more about, well, Danganronpa. Junko walking Samus. Trying to get her back into the ring. Samus elbowing out. Referee counting 9. And Junko is going to take the long way. And underestimating how fast the referee's going to count. And Samus with a countout victory, all because Junko has no idea how to re-enter the ring. Congratulations, 2K Sports. You made it a game with absolutely broken AI pathing. Who are you, Bethesda? And for our main event of the evening, introducing first, it is your men's Cruiserweight Champion of Jayromoda. It is the Detective Prince, Goro Akechi.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 145 pounds, the men's undefeated Impact Cruiserweight Champion, Gordon Alex.
And Akechi looking to continue his winning streak with a win here tonight as he prepares to defend at Money in the Bank. And his opponent. It is Shinjiro Aragaki.
And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 155 pounds, Shinjiro Aragaki.
And referee rings the bell. They meet in the middle, with Akechi immediately winning the grapple, sending Shinjiro into the corner and setting him up in the Tree of Woe. And now the knees to the gut. Just doing an early bit of damage. Stomp to the face. Shinji back up to his feet. But Akechi with a running clothesline. Stomp to the back. Akechi with a kick right to the spine. And a knee buster. And Akechi in firm control of this match early on. Punch to the back of the head. Pull back. Kick right to the jaw. And now his springboard moonsault missed. And now Akechi, just a running big boot, sending Shinji off the apron. And Akechi looking to head out and attack Shinjiro. Referee preventing that, but Akechi getting the drop kick anyway. And the ground and pound. And Akechi sending Shinjiro into the announcer's booth and sending him into the corner barricade. There is the ground and pound. But Akihiko with the reversal and walking Akechi to the ring, but Akechi elbowing himself out. There's 7, sending sending Shinjiro back into the ring, and Akechi following him. Stomp to the arm, going for the pin. There's 1, there's 2. Shinji kicks out. And the stomps, sending Shinji face first into the mat, and Akechi the clotheslines, catching the kick and sending him down. Springboard moonsault connects. And again, going for the pin. There's one, there's two, and Shinji kicks out. Shinjiro out onto the apron. Akechi lining himself up and looking for the spear, but Shinjiro getting his knee up. Akechi winning the grapple, though, walking Shinjiro over to the northern ropes and just tossing him out. Staring him down. The bounce. And the dropkick sending Shinjiro right into the barricade. Turning Shinjiro around. And a pile driver. Just sending Shinji into the corner. And Akechi showing that he is taking absolutely no prisoners. Akechi rolling back in. Just staring down Shinjiro. And Akechi back outside. Elbowing himself out. Wheelbarrow, no! Shinjiro with the reversal. And tossing Akechi into the barricade. And now face first into the ring post. Referee telling both wrestlers to get into the ring, and they do. Shinjiro with the Irish whip and the back elbow, looking for the stop. But Akechi rolling out of the way, just running right into Shinjiro, turning him around though. Over the shoulders, there's the snake bite. And the pin, there's one, two, and Shinjiro Aragaki will not kick out. And Goro Akechi remains perfect on the year. And here comes Leon, staring him down. And looking to fight for the belt once more. Or once again, rather. At Money in the Bank, looking to regain the title. Ooh, that is going to be a good match. That is absolutely going to be an amazing rematch. But thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse and for next week as we set up Money in the Bank. But until then, we are signing out from Cleveland, Ohio. I couldn't remember if we were in Cleveland or Cincy. Nope, we're in Cleveland, Ohio. See ya.